In this episode, we're talking about showers. Electric showers, gravity showers, mixer showers, power showers, showers off combis. Take notes, leave feedback, and please subscribe to the channel. Remember to go to the Warriors of Warmth website. Loads of free training material uploaded every week. There's a project coming up, could be near you. Enjoy. warriorsofwarmth.com. Go to the website, it's all free. So first issue could be the shower hose. So here we have a shower under normal conditions, and in this diagram you have a shower hose that's became faulty. Now the issue is, what you'll find is, as the shower becomes hot and the hot water leaves the hose, inside the hose it will expand due to the heat and it will close up, and that will affect the performance. If you look inside the hose, you'll see it's lined. That lining can expand and close up. Next, let's look at a gravity-fed shower. So how that works, it works by the cistern feeding the hot and cold water supply from the loft. And how it functions is the head. Now we'll talk about that in a moment. So remember, if you've got a gravity shower and you have a combi installed, that shower might not function properly. It might leak. If you fit a shower pump on it, the gravity shower might leak as well, because it's not designed to handle much pressure. So if you have a gravity shower, you have to be apprehensive about air locks. Here we have a gravity shower. Here we have the shower head. From the shower head to the bottom of the cistern needs to have a meter clearance. And that will give you 0.1 bar. If the shower head is too close to the base of the cistern, it won't work. Another thing to consider, if the shower head has been changed, that can affect the performance of the shower, because the shower head could create too much resistance, not enough resistance. The shower head could be a water fountain feature. So always consider that the shower head should match the shower performance. Here we have a mixer shower, hot and cold. With most mixer showers, before you go fault finding, just consider there might be a filter on the supply, which could either be blocked or airlocked. And also consider, on the supply, you will see a single check valve. That prevents crossflow. So here you have hot and cold water. To prevent them mixing, we have a single check valve. Now these are usually installed in the showers. So, check that's not seized, check that's not blocked, check it's not airlocked, and check the hose not faulty. We're getting there. Here we have two single check valves. This one's on the elbow and this one's on the bar shower. You can see they're both free and moving. So here we have a hot water cylinder. First thing is that the cylinder thermostat needs to be a third up from the bottom. The hot water should be no hotter than 43 degrees. Once a week, heat it above 50 degrees for an hour to kill Legionella. So when hot water is being produced, when water is being heated up either through an immersion or coil, microbubbles are formed. When you have a shower, you should not get any air in the pipework whatsoever. Now that could be air for a pump damaging the warranty or air damaging the performance. So when microbubbles are formed, you've got various options. You can make this a 45 degree, like I have done in this drawing. So the microbubbles will go up in the pipework and vent away, rather than go down this pipe here. Now this pipe can go to the shower. Air free. Next thing you can have a connection in the side of the cylinder to get air free supply. Or you can fit a Surrey flange or an Essex flange where it gets air free water from the centre of the cylinder. whenever considering parts and service kits, always look for manufacturers, models of appliance, and where possible, serial numbers. Thermostatic mixer showers always have a cartridge inside, either rubber or a spring.
Pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name, I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame, no I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness.
So whenever you're doing maintenance work, always put the spares when you're overhauling items in order. So grub screw, handle, clips, down to the thermostat. So this is obviously one whole unit, which is the thermostat cartridge. So in this case, what I probably would do, I'd get the handle where it says ideal standard, look at bar showers, and I'll Google images. Or I'd speak to a hotline or after sales service and I would order one, a whole new package. A good thing to remember when working on mixer showers, especially bar showers, is the centre line, and the centre line is usually 150mm. So it might be a case where you can simply undo the unions and fit a whole new shower. Now then, the first fault you'll get in an electric shower is the handle. The first thing that will happen is a customer will ring you up and say, "You just need a new handle. Can you order a new handle?" Well, it's not the handle. It's with the control knob. It will be seized. It will be full of scale, dirt. They're probably anything from 30 quid to 50 quid, plus postage, plus package, plus you going back doing a second visit. I wouldn't recommend it. Not at all. The next thing will be the pressure release valve, the ball, which is just here. There's the pressure ball. So inside that is a rubber ball. When the pressure builds up inside this little heat exchanger, that ball will blow out, saving it from leaking or exploding. So what you can do is you can find the ball, clean it, and put it back in. But usually what that means is this is scaled up. Some of these you can dismantle and put in descaler and it will function back to normal again. The next fault could be the electrical terminal. Sometimes these can overheat. If they're on for a long period of time, the cables can melt the terminal, trip out the electrics. So always keep an eye on the electrics as well. Never silicone these in because they need to breathe. Whenever you fit the shower, check what kilowattage it is and replace it like for like. This one is a 9.5 kilowatt. Another problem on this shower could be the fact that when you press the button for it to work, it might not work. Now then, that could be two problems. The first could be the button on the top of the shower casing. The button could be faulty. The next place where the button could be faulty can actually be on the shower unit itself. There's a solenoid that you press and the electric will energise the solenoid and lift that motor up. Ta-da! There's the solenoid. So check this power going across the two terminals. If you can't hear the motor opening up to let the water supply through, it's faulty. Now then, the next fault, maybe the water isn't quite getting hot enough. So, the heat exchanger can be scaled up. The button could be faulty. So on this, you got different rates of hot. So you got low or high. But basically what that's doing is, if you look at the motor inside, it's actually turning a micro switch on to the elements. So you got low and high. And that's turning the power supply on to the elements at the top. So if the switch isn't working, it's not going to activate the micro switches. Or maybe the elements are gone. Both I wouldn't really recommend changing or ordering. If you have a gravity shower that's not a combi, not unvented, you can fit a double impeller pump. Hot, the cold supply, come in, they're both forced, they mix through the shower and they come out higher pressure, higher flow rate. Or you can have a single impeller. Low pressure hot, low pressure cold is mixed through the shower, and then a single impeller gives it a boost or kick. Here I'm isolating the hot cold feed supply. I'm isolating the cold feed supply to the shower. If it's an unvented cylinder, isolate it at the stop tap. So when you work with brass, they're so accurately made, if you file it or rasp it, you'll damage it. So in this case, I put the brass components into descaler, so it cleans it, gets it functioning correctly again, and then I'll put some lubrication on it. Never cut the old ones off, just in case the old ones snap, putting them on, or split, or they're damaged. So always take these off gently. If you ever come across an issue where the handle is broke and the customer asks you to supply and fit a new handle, don't fall for it. What that means is the actual valve body in the shower's faulty, seized, scaled up, and they've damaged the handle, turning it, still trying to function. So I'm just going to do a performance test before I put the actual cover back on, because when I put that on, I'm going to put some silicone around it just to seal it, and put some silicone on the screws so they don't corrode, so it can be taken off again in 5-10 years time. I recommended the client to turn the hot water temperature down because I think it's burnt the cartridge out and it's going to damage the ceramic discs in the tap.